Is it that?
Yes.
So that is referring to this. Achattanva kaye kaya nupasiverati means number 2. Bahidawa kaye kaya nupasiverati means number 1. Achatta bahidawa means both. I think it like that. Internally. Huh? Internally is the more practical I think. So not thinking others breathe in, breathe out, thinking our breathe in, breathe out. There is because of the Buddha explained, even arise within us, object is external, subject is internal. Buddha used always in like internal, external. So object and subject, we must both. We must contemplate both.
If the function of Sampaṭṭhāna is to know, to understand, how is this Sampaṭṭhāna differentiated from contemplation as vipassana? Because this also knows, understands.
Sampaṭṭhāna is, you should know, Sampaṭṭhāna and vipassana is the same things, but the level is different. Degrees are different. Sampaṭṭhāna, first Sampaṭṭhāna is only just nature, not deeply the meanings. After that, rise and falling, the vipassana sees rise and falling, at that time vipassana. First just notice, also this is the natures. For example, Vedana's individual characteristic is feeling. Okay? Vedana's individual characteristic is feeling, mental feeling. This feeling is the first stage of Sampaṭṭhāna. That is not vipassana. Then the Vedana is rising, falling, impermanent. Seeing universal characteristic, that is vipassana. But both are knowledge. First knowledge is just a starting point. Second, increase in developing knowledge. So Sampaṭṭhāna also in this way. So first Sampaṭṭhāna is realized only the object. Vipassana is both. Vipassana starting point nama rupa, you see. Must be see both. Nama and rupa. Nama rupa preceda jnana. That is the starting point of vipassana. Analytical knowledge of samadhi matter. Then the cause. Then rise and falling. Then just falling, not a rise. Just falling. Then fearness, like that, knowledge is increased. After that, the last one is sankharupeka. You see, number 1 and number 2 are pair. Always rise and fall, rise and fall. Number 3 does not appear, because mentally we are weak. When our mind is become stronger, the third appeared. The third also the knowledge. Okay?
Könnte man sagen, Vipassana ist das Sehen von Subjekt und Objekt?
Yes, subject and object, both. Yeah, both.
Das dann German?
German?
But when one sees subject and object, in this seeing, in this observing, there is also a split. So that which sees is a subject. And the object is subject and object. Or it's not transcended.
No. This is a first subject and object is has gone. This is a one moment. 1 and 2 is a one moment. Just a breath and knowing it. This one moment. There is another moment, different moment. Following.
Also Nummer 3 ist immer ein anderer Moment, erst hinterher. 1 und 2 sind gleichzeitig und 3 kann erst hinterher das realisieren.
It's clear the meaning? That is the meaning, and we study the path of purification. Jnanancha, jnatancha, jnanancha, ubhobi vipassati. Ubhobi had there, but I left it down. Jnanancha, jnatancha, jnanancha, ubhobi vipassati. Both either object and subject must contemplate with another knowledge. That is appearance of vipassana. So referring to this, Acchattava kaye ka nupassivarati, Bahidava kaye ka nupassivarati, Acchatta Bahidava, internally, externally. First, realize only external. First, Sampaṭṭhāna, number 2. This is number MKE. This is K, only object. Isn't that? Only object. Then, another knowledge is coming to being, sometimes in external, sometimes internal, sometimes both. This is an intolerance of vipassana, internally, externally. Not others breathe in, breathe out, not our breathe in, breathe out. I don't think so. And there is just my opinion, but not according to test. Because of my main intention is we must keep, we must stay, we must remain on the object. Our object is to breathe. Therefore, regarding to breathe, to know of the breath also rest. So both must be the object. That is internal, external, internal, external. The Buddha has mentioned in this way, I think. Then, we increase, first both see. Not the seeing, rising and falling. After that, the knowledge is increased. Here, according to Pali, continuously you see. First, he abides contemplating the body internally, externally, both internally, externally, he abides contemplating. So that's one stage. Then continuously, he abides contemplating the natures of arising. He abides contemplating the natures of passing away. That is samudaya dhamma nupassiva kaya samayin viharati, vaya dhamma nupassiva kaya samayin viharati. This is vipassana walked at that time. Before only vipassana entered, then walked. Walked means vipassana is actually seeing rising and falling. That is the real vipassana. Okay? Vipassana means different way. Passana. You hear also just breathe in, breathe out. So this is normal way, common way. Yeah, breathe in, breathe out. Only common. Breathe in, breathe out. Knowing or breathe in, breathe out. That is common. Everybody can see that is a common according to nature. See? But vipassana is different ways. Rising and falling, rising and falling. Okay? Therefore, vividena, akarena, pasatiti vipassana. These two objects of vipassana sees as a rising and fall, impermanent, painful, uncontrollable. Vipassana sees in this way. That is a real vipassana. And then samudaya dhamma nupassiva kaya samayin viharati, vaya dhamma nupassiva kaya samayin viharati. Yeah, vipassana start. So need to translate?
No, they don't say anything. Yeah.
Is it that? Yes. Then, may I complete this one? So the Satipahna is important, you see. Entering to vipassana. On breathe body, the contemplation arise in this way. Samudaya dhamma nupassi, contemplating the origination factors of breath, or contemplating the arising natures of. Two meanings is given according to commentary, but I think this the later one is more clear. Vaya dhamma nupassi was contemplating the dissolution factors of the breath, or contemplating the dissolving natures of breath. Okay, samudaya dhamma nupassi was contemplating the origination and dissolution factor of the breath, or contemplating the arising and dissolving natures of breath. Okay? Therefore, contemplation or arising or ceasing or both. Okay? So that is a vipassana. Both mean the contemplating arising means number one and number two is arising. Okay? This is a number three must be. Number one and number two is arising, ceasing, or both must be this way. Okay? That is a true number three. True number three. This vipassana enters. If vipassana enters, what is attainment? Okay, the Buddha explained what is attainment. Attikayo diwa panasa satipatthāna hoti. The mindfulness well established as there exists breath. That is for only knowledge and mindfulness. Breath remain. Remain means as an object. Nothing remain others. Only just breathe in, breathe out. Others may be disappeared. Only breathe in, breathe out. Seeing, rising, falling, breathe in, breathe out. Only this remain. At that time there is not painful, not other things are not appeared in meditation. Only breathe and knowing of it is concentration it. So therefore the Buddha said, Attikayo diwa panasa satipatthāna hoti. Mindfulness well established as there exists breath. That is also only for knowledge. Knowledge means higher knowledge. Now we have a knowledge only rise and fall. Another knowledge will continue. That is not a complete knowledge. Rise and falling, understanding of rise and falling is not complete knowledge. This knowledge will be continued higher and higher. Therefore, for knowledge and for another mindfulness, it remains. Is it clear the meaning? It's okay?
So bare knowledge is knowing rise and fall.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Yeah. Rise and falling, this is how vipassana entered. After that, the how attainment. So in our mind, only the objects remain for higher knowledge. More and more clear, and first we see rise and falling, rise and falling. That is called Udaya Bhaya Jnana. The knowledge also rise and falling. After that, when knowledge increased, we didn't see rising. Only falling because of so quick. Only catch falling. This is Bhanga Jnana, Bhanga Jnana. Bhanga Jnana, disappear quickly. Then another knowledge is Bhanga Jnana, Bhaya Jnana. Oh, quickly changes. So the to be fear, the knowledge, that is should be fear. Should be fear. Because however change we cannot control. So such a knowledge is a fear, that is called Bhaya Jnana. But not fearful. But should be fear, he sees. Sankharas should be fear. Before we think sankhara is okay, with the sankhara we are so happy, enjoy. So at that time, sankhara is so fearful. So seeing that is a Bhaya Jnana. Then Nivida Jnana, we dislike, we cannot take a delight on that. Before we take a delight on that object. So after that, when knowledge increase and like that, they want to escape. Mochitu Kamyata Jnana. Bhanga Jnana, Bhaya Jnana, Nivida Jnana, Mochitu Kamyata. We searching for the way. Patisankha Jnana. Searching for the way. How to escape to such a rise and falling. Such a way. Then Sankharupeka Jnana, that is in nature. Whatever may be, he is making quiet his knowledge and waiting for the path. That is the highest level of Sankharupeka Jnana. That is the meaning. That is for only higher knowledge and higher mindfulness. The objects remain. That is the meaning. Only this object must continue for higher knowledge. Okay? not must go from main point.
Is it possible as an interpretation if one relates the refrain to the tilakana? Yeah? Then seeing rise and fall would be seeing anicca. And this next line, that there is a body, if one relates it to anatta, could it mean that there is only a body, not I, not mine? So bare knowledge in the sense of seeing that there is only a process, but this process is not I, not mine, which would be different to the interpretation you just gave. Then it would mean
not different. Rise and falling. If someone sees rise and falling, the knowledge also comes in being. He never think this breathe in, breathe out is I or not my properties. Because of just nature, he think. Therefore, otherwise he understand, automatically understand this is not mine. When yogis contemplate as an object and not I, not my property, contemplation start in this way. Therefore, like a yogi can feed in this way. This object is just an object. Rise and falling, just an object. Never think about it, this is I and this is not my properties. So that is automatically understand this one. Can be understood. Never assumed this one. Therefore, if you see rise and falling, you see dukkha, suffering, and you can see anatta also. In text it is said, anicca lakkhane daithi, anicca lakkhane daithi, dukkha natampi daitha meva. Commentary said in this way. If you see impermanent, you see suffering and anatta also automatically. Because these three are connect. The Buddha has always said, what is anatta is dukkha. What is dukkha is anatta. Therefore, if see one lakkhana, three lakkhanas, what we see one characteristic, you see other truths also. Immediately see. But the yogis emphasize, some yogis emphasize only impermanent. Some yogis may view this as a suffering. Some yogis may feel that is not controllable. Maybe that's also according to person. So if one explained, the other also included. So okay? Yeah. May I complete this? Okay? So just there's a jnana mataya padesati mataya. Okay? Then anisitocha viharati means on lips and the breath without a craving and round view. So regarding you mean the point here. Anisitocha viharati means your point here explained. Not I, not my property. Okay? Just object. You see, anisitocha viharati means one lives and the breath without a craving and around you. Not I, not my property. Okay? Only just an object. Then, in the world there is nothing to grasp with the craving around you. Just nature. There is an attainment of the vipassana meditations. Okay? So, let me conclude my Dhamma talk in the morning. Okay, vergessen Sie Dhamma nicht.